That is called as. So what is the? I'll give you the definition. I want you to. What do you tell me the physical quantity now? What is the rate of doing work called as?
Sir, power.
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 Rate means what? When we specifically in physics, when we speak about rate of doing something, rate of anything, we usually correlate it with time. And here, when we are correlating work with time, we are calling it as power. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
So power is nothing but the rate of doing work. Okay. Now I want you all to tell me, which you have studied earlier. Have you all studied what is the unit of measurement of power? I want a general SI unit of measurement of power. We have many units, but I want the general, first of all, the general unit of measurement of power. Someone who can give
Watt.
me watt, correct? So what is the general unit of power? Okay. SI unit. I won't say general unit. I will say SI unit of power. Now, if you remember yesterday, we defined the SI unit of work. Can we define similarly the SI unit of power? First of all, let us write down the expression for SI unit of power. Let us write it down. Sorry, the expression for finding out power. Let us find that. Okay. Chalo, let me share the screen, and you all are going to tell me what is the expression, mathematical expression for finding power. If I want to find power, how would I find it? Yes. Can anyone tell me? Simple. This is not a very difficult question, children. I am asking a very, very simple question. A very simple question. Yes, anyone who can tell me?
Sir, power equals to work upon time.
Correct? Power P is equal to work upon time. I hope the screen is visible, children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Have I typed in the this thing correctly? The expression. Yes, children.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So now I want you all to tell me how will I define the SI unit of power. Let us now substitute each of the quantity with its uh, SI unit. Okay. Okay, this is my substitution for the substitution of SI unit for the mathematical expression. Now, can someone define the SI unit of power? Yes, anyone? Yesterday, if can someone repeat the definition of SI unit of work?
1 joule of work is said to be done when a force of 1 Newton displaces a body through a distance of 1 meter in its own direction.
Correct. Great. Now think of the similar kind of a definition for power.
Sir, 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. The power is said to be 1 watt.
When 1 joule of work is done in a time period of 1 second, we can say the power spent, rather than saying power of work is, let us say the power spent. So if we are going to see, usually when we speak about power, we are going to speak about spending that power. Okay, usually. So we say the power spent is said to be 1 watt when 1 joule of work is said to be done in 1 second. I hope we agree with this definition.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you all know anyone else knows any other unit of power? Yes. Does anyone know any other unit of power? That you'll have heard of, if you might have. I think so you'll have heard of it. If anyone has heard of the SI unit of power, that will be great. Yes. Any other unit? Have you all heard about horsepower? I don't say it's studied. I'm asking heard about it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where,
Yes.
if at all you can just try to recall where have you heard about this word in general. I'm not
cars.
asking in school. I'm asking in your general, like maybe your day-to-day life. Have you all ever heard of it?
Sir, in Discovery Channel.
And Discovery Channel, what was it related to? What was it
Sir,
related?
cars.
Cars. What part of the car is it more related to?
Engines.
Engine, correct? So would it say the strength of the engine or the power of engine?
Yes, sir.
Great. Anything else that you have heard of? Yes. Anything else?
Don't recall, sir.
I don't know, specifically in farmers. Okay, in case of farmers, they use those pumps. You might have a water suction pump in your house also. Do you have?
Yes, sir.
So when you go and purchase this water pump, you specifically mention the machine of particular power. Depending on that, the pricing of that machine ranges. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is what is some of other important what you can say places where we are using. So we are using specifically we are using power with respect to machines and the strength of the machine. Okay, the ability of a machine to do something in a particular time. See, if you take a machine of greater power, no doubt the work will be done pretty earlier. If you take it for a lesser power, the same amount of work will be done in a more greater time. Correct? Agreed or not? So
Yes,
usually when
sir.
we speak, see, normally watt, no doubt, watt is a general unit of power, but it is so, what you can say, the its range is so less that when we speak about power, the power is a little larger as compared to measuring in. And in such cases like a machine or a car, watt becomes a very small, means the numerical value will become a little larger, and therefore they prefer using horsepower to measure power of a machine which has high capacities. Understood, everyone? In grade
Yes.
9, you might have studied about the first chapter, in the first chapter, about the higher measuring units and the lower measuring units and the suffixes used. Do you recall the first chapter? Was it taught?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So same thing we are doing here. Now, so shall we write the unit of measurement? So the second unit of measurement of power is horsepower. Correct? Which is sometimes written as HP. Sometimes it is also written as capital H, small p. Yeah? Capital HP. So capital HP is a more what you can say appropriate way of representing abbreviating horsepower. Okay, the unit of power. Now, do you know the relationship between horsepower and joule? Sorry, and watt. What do you feel? Horsepower is a, as I spoke, do you feel that horsepower is a larger unit or a unit to measure a bigger quantity?
Larger
Yes.
unit.
Yes, correct. So if you feel it that way, then it should have 1 horsepower should be equivalent to some watt, correct? Do you know that relation?
No, sir.
uh, in grade, I think so, grade 9, we have not learned anything about that. No, we have not studied, correct. Okay. So let us write it down. It is nothing but 746 watt. What is 1 horsepower equal to?
746 watt.
Okay. Now, if I want to reverse convert it, do you have a value which you already know of? Or is it easy to derive what is 1 watt equal to? How many horsepower? What to horsepower? Do you know anything of that sort? How would you do that? See, because dividing it, see, straight away dividing 1 by 746, is it very an easy process? Do you feel it to be an easy process? For example, you write this expression, correct? Power is equal to work upon time. Now you substitute the value of our work and time, and you find power. Now you want to convert it. You find it in horsepower first. Now you want to convert it into watt. You will multiply with 746. Fair enough. But usually, do you find power when things are given? Do you directly straight away find the answer in horsepower? What do you feel? Yes, children. Do you straight away find the value in horsepower?
No, sir.
No, you'll be usually find, because see, work will be given in its SI unit, joule. Your time will be given in second, okay, or whatever hours you'll get converted into SI unit, that is second, correct. And then you'll find the value of the power, okay, the magnitude of power, the strength, okay, and you'll find it in watt. Now you want to convert it into horsepower. How will you do that? Divided by 746, agreed or not? Am I correct or not? Children, am I correct or not? Simple, very simple mathematical expression. I'm telling something about grade 7 or 8. Nothing different. I'm speaking about mathematics here. Now, physics, if you all recall, transforming 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. Therefore, 1 watt is equal to 1 horsepower upon 746. Correct. This is what you'll do. Agreed or no? Yes or no, children? Please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But is it so easy now to divide this?
No, sir.
So do you know any coefficient that we can straight away take instead of dividing it with 46, a multiplying component? Do you know? This is the component. See, this is not there in anywhere in the textbook. Remember this. But I purposely give this because sometimes there's a tricky question once asked. State the relationship between watt and horsepower. See, whatever is a former will remain as it is. So we have to express watt in terms of horsepower, and that becomes a difficult problem. And you have to find an equivalent answer to it. So convert, therefore convert 710 watt to horsepower. So is it so easy to straight away divide it by 746?
No, sir.
So this is what is your, see, keep this in your records because I don't think so that it's there in anywhere in the textbook. So it is 0.00134. Understood? What is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, you keep it for your records. You'll need it somewhere or the other. Or you can further say it is 1 watt is equal to 1 watt is equal to 1.34 into 10 to the power -3 horsepower. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what I purposely gave this, because I know once there was a tricky question which was asked, state the relationship between watt and horsepower. Children had written 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. That was this expression. Okay. Children had written this expression. It was not expected. This was not expected. And they don't even expect you to write just 1 upon 746 horsepower. They don't expect. They expect you to give an answer, further calculate and give an answer in at least in, if not, at least in this format, if not this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Shall we move ahead then?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I hope when you are asked to calculate power, you would be able to do that easily.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are moving to the next concept. Okay. The next concept. See, as I earlier said, we are not sufficient with the unit of watt also. Okay. We sometimes use kilowatt, sometimes we use horsepower. So if you want to convert watt into kilowatt, how would you do that? Normally you convert gram into kilogram. How do you do that? How do you convert gram into kilogram?
Multiply into 1000.
Sorry, one. I'm sorry, can you repeat? The voice broke for me. I am really sorry.
Sorry, multiply into 1000.
1 gram is equal to how many kilogram? I want to convert gram into kilogram. Remember that. I said I want to convert gram to kilogram. So I want to write what does 1 gram equal to? How many kilograms? Yes, how many kilograms? How would I write? Anyone? Agreed with this relation?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So now instead of gram, I'm just writing watt and I want to convert it into kilowatt. Is this relation sufficient to understand how we convert watt into kilowatt?
Yes, sir.
So if I want to convert 1 horsepower into kilowatts, how much will it be? (746) into 10 to the power -3. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
So approximately equal to 0. And this is an approximate value. Remember that 746 is not a very exact value, children, but we are using that only all the time. Okay. We are not going to use any other value. So this is actually the relationship between horsepower and kilowatt also. So we gave a relation between horsepower and watt on the previous page, if you saw. Correct? This is the first relation that we stated. This was the first relation that we stated between horsepower and watt. And then we stated a relation between horsepower and kilowatt. Understood up to here?
Yes, sir.
Now we are moving ahead. Now we are going to again come back something related to work. You'll have studied about energy in the previous days, correct? What is energy for you? What do you mean by energy? You have
The
studied this.
capacity to move.
Correct. Someone said it, and it is perfectly all right. Energy is what? It is the capacity to do the work. Am I correct? So capacity means, do we have any specific unit of capacity of doing something? Do you feel? See, work is actually is the finished product. Energy is the raw material, you can say. Understand? Are you understanding it?
Yes, sir.
When you have certain preparations, like for anything you're preparing, think of any odd thing, or even in the in the process of cooking kitchen, you need some raw materials to complete it. Apart from the raw material, you also need, specifically when it is cooked food, you also need some gas, correct? Yeah, gas stove for cooking it, correct?
Yes, sir.
So same thing, when you have to complete the work, you need an energy to do the work, correct? A person, see, you, for example, I'll give an example. You have gone for a, maybe an workout, okay, maybe to a gym, or maybe you have worked out at home. Okay, you have worked out for maybe an hour or hour and a half at home, maybe on the treadmills, maybe children have done it, push-ups and all things, you have done that. And after doing all this, straight away, once you finish it, someone from your house asks you to go to the market and get something for them. What do you feel would be the reaction or the answer usually given by that person? What do you feel? Do you feel the person says, I'm exhausted, I've drained out of energy, I need some rest, and then I'll move out? Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So in short, to complete the work of going to the market and coming back, they need energy to do that. So unless there is energy, the person will not be able to do the work, correct? And that is why we say energy is the raw material, while work is the finished product. Okay, understood? So usually they are used, see, they are used like alternatively, like as a synonym to each other. Okay, but the only difference is, one is the process itself, okay, and one is the raw material itself. Okay, understood? But the unit of measurement of both is the same. Are you understanding? So what is the SI unit of energy?
Joule.
Joule, correct. Have you all ever heard about any other unit of measuring energy? No doubt, Joule is a perfect answer and a very appropriate and a correct answer. Okay, SI unit of energy is Joule, correct. Okay, fair enough. Anything else that you have heard of?
Sir, mole.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
MOL.
I don't think so. Mole is, you're speaking about the chemical concept, correct? MOL, mole. Am I correct? In chemistry, you might have studied that. No, don't worry. See, but my perception says that mole is somewhere related to the mass of it, or maybe the amount of it. Am I correct? Children, if someone knows it, I don't know chemistry much, please help me out, because I've heard about mole, but I have not detailed about mole. Yes, can someone guide me through? Am I correct with my analysis? Children? No one?
Sir, yeah, last year the derivation was given
For mole?
in the physics.
Yeah. So is it related to energy or related to mass? What was it? Or related to amount? What was it? Number? What was it?
Yes, sir, related to amount.
Amount, correct. Somewhat related to the number or the amount of something. So mole, I won't consider mole to be a unit of energy. But you might have heard about one thing very often. Calorie. Have you heard about calorie?
Sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Where, in day-to-day life, where did you hear about calorie?
It is used to measure work.
No, but where have you heard it? What measurement have you all heard it? Where, what places have you all read this calorie?
On packed foods.
Packed foods, specifically. I'll take more of now. Let me go to something what is related to maybe health related. You might have seen protein supplements, those powders, protein powders like Boost, Horlicks. I'm not branding anything. Please, sorry if I'm doing that. Have you ever read the contents on the tin or the what is container of that powder, the protein powder that you have? Yes. Have you all read it? Please form a habit of doing these things. Okay. See, it is not only useful, it is not physics only. It is something which is related to your knowledge upgradation. When you read, it will read some calorie on it. Do you know that? This much amount of protein, this much amount of maybe added sugar, this much amount of flavor or essence, and this much amount of calorie, and other things also. There might be other things also accompanying the proteins, depending on what the manufacturer is, or rather than saying the person who's prescribing what he wants to give. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone read about this? Okay, forget about it. Is there anyone in the classroom who is more inclined toward workout?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. And specifically, forget about you children. Now, your is a very different case. Specifically, usually the adults like me who have like very obese kind of a structure or fatness, they usually tend to have a walk or I won't say sprint, but a jog around the park and then work out, so that they'll say, I want to burn so many calories today. Agreed? Have you all heard about it? Burning your calories.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. So what are they doing is they're spending that energy. Those many calories are burnt means that much amount of energy has been utilized in doing the work, so that they are able to manage their whatever level, like fat level or whatever they want to do. I'm not worried about that. So calories related to burning actually. So see, there are many forms of energy. You've heard about it. You might have even studied about it. Correct? Haven't you all? Yes, children. Haven't you all studied about other forms of energy? Heat energy, sound energy,
Yes,
and
sir.
other things.
Yes,
We will be doing that this year also.
Sir.
See, we are not going to stop it doing here. So various, see, they have an associated unit of measuring somewhat. The SI unit still remains the same. The SI unit of energy is what?
Joule.
Joule,
Joule.
correct. SI unit is remain the same all through, but the associated unit of energy will depend on what form of energy you're using. Whether you're using heat energy, whether you're using electrical energy, whether you are using nuclear energy, depending on that, there is another unit of measuring, that is the associated unit. And that can be further again converted back to the SI unit of energy, that is joule. Okay. Now you have electricity at your house, correct? They charge you bills on your electricity from the MSEDCL, correct? They send you the bill and then you pay the bills, correct? Do you know on what basis do they? No doubt the unit of consumption, but what does the unit of consumption tell you? What does the unit of consumption tell you? Do you know? Have you all seen the electricity bills anytime, anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, there are some columns like maybe unit spent and something. Do you know what actually does that mean? Have you ever turned overleaf and checked what does that mean, or have you ever tried to research on that? Do you know?
No, sir.
Usually they are trying to bill you according to the energy used for a particular period of time. They say no, so many units. There are slabs. Do you know there are slabs of electric bill?
Yes, sir.
If you spend so many units, then you are charged at this particular rate. Beyond it, they are charged at this particular rate. And when you exceed some limitations, you are charged at that rate. Correct? You might have heard that domestic has a different rate of what I can say, charging. There are industrials, there are heavy industries also. There are different rates of charging. Commercial, industrial have different rate of charging. Now, when they are charging you, what are they charging is they check how much energy is spent. Okay, they have a specific per second. There is a specific amount of energy that can be spent, and then they check for how many hours or how many days of a week that energy has been spent. Correct, and that will give you. Okay, so how much power have you spent for how many hours? I'm really sorry, I said energy. Correct. How much power have you utilized and for how many hours? Okay, so if I want to again take that expression, the same expression of power, we said power is equal to, now instead of writing work, I'm writing energy. Okay, is it fair? Agreed, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that's the correct expression. So now if I want to find energy in terms of power, how would I find it? Is it the correct thing that I've typed in?
Yes, sir.
Now what is the unit of power? Unit of power is
Watt.
watt,
Watt.
and unit of time is
Seconds.
Second.
agreed. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I missed out on one thing. I'm really sorry. When I was speaking of power, I missed out on one thing where I wanted to relate the expression how watt has been derived from. Watt is what? Joule per second. Okay. What is watt? Okay, this is what is watt, or I'll write it in short form. Watt is equal to joule per second. Okay, so I'm coming here. I'll go back. I'm sorry. I just recalled that I did not state this relationship. Okay, I come back over here. So joule is equal to watt second. But do you feel when you use electricity, you use for seconds in an entire day or a month?
No, sir.
You are using in hours. And second will become a very small unit of measuring how much time we have utilized it. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So minute also becomes a lesser unit. Am I correct? Minute will
Yes,
also
sir.
become a smaller, because if I am going to measure the amount of energy spent, okay, the minutes become less, and in the entire month, the minute will become a lesser unit. So the next unit of measuring is joule per hour. Okay, so are you understanding? Joule hour, sorry, we are speaking about um, joule in terms of this is not the case. Joule is equal to watt hour. This is the actual unit which we need to check the amount of energy spent. And it's not only with regards to electrical energy. I just took an example of electrical energy. We use different forms of energy in our day-to-day life. So usually watt second becomes a very smaller unit of measuring that. So we should be using watt hour very often. We don't use watt minute, please. Children, because see, if I want to use minute, I can straight away convert it into seconds better. But using watt hour becomes much, what you can say, advisable, because when we spend energy, we spend in terms of hours rather than in minutes or seconds. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now let us find how can we convert watt hour into joule. Okay. We are going to now find how are we going to convert watt hour into joule. One watt hour. That means 1 watt into 1 hour. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everyone agrees with this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I want to convert it into the SI unit form. Correct. This is not the SI unit. R is it the SI unit of energy?
No, sir.
No,
Okay.
sir.
It is not the SI unit of energy. Now, if I want to convert derived in terms of derived unit, what is watt? Joule per second. Agreed.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And what is 1 hour equal to? How many seconds?
3,600 seconds.
Correct. 3,600 second. Agreed. So now SI unit of work is what? Or energy is what? What is
Joule.
this? Joule,
Joule.
correct? So do you agree that this will get cancelled with second will get cancelled? Because here the power is -1 and here the power is +1.
Yes, sir.
So do you agree that 1 watt hour is equal to 3,600 joule?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That is the
sir.
relationship between them. Now, as I said, we usually do not use joule. We'll use a little bigger unit of measurement. So the next bigger unit is kilowatt. Sorry, kilojoule. So if I want to convert it into kilojoule, what will I need to do? Divide by 1,000. Agreed or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
And so, what is 1 watt hour equal to now? How many
6.
kilojoule?
3.6.
3.6 kilojoule. So that is the second derivation. So when they ask you the relationship between watt hour and joule, you can straight away write 3.6 into 10 to the power 3. You can write that. Okay, joule in terms of joule or 3,600, both are acceptable. And when they ask you the relationship between watt hour and kilojoule, you have to write 3.6. But if they say that give the relationship between the watt hour and the SI unit of energy, then we have to show both relation, the relation of watt hour and joule, as well as the relationship between watt hour and kilojoule also. Are you understanding?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
है ना? So remember, क्वेश्चन जब हम पढ़ेंगे ना, याद रखना है बच्चों, एक चीज बहुत अच्छी तरह से याद रखो, हम जब भी कोई भी क्वेश्चन पेपर, कोई भी एग्जाम, कोई भी रीडिंग भी कर रहे हो, फॉरगेट अबाउट एग्जाम्स, परीक्षाएं छोड़ दो, पर जब भी हम कोई रीडिंग भी कर रहे हैं तो हमें ये फोकस करना चाहिए कि हम क्या रीड कर रहे हैं। जब क्वेश्चन रीड कर रहे हैं तो उसमें एक्चुअली पूछा क्या है वो ध्यान से पढ़ो और उसके हिसाब से आंसर दो। बिकॉज फिजिक्स में क्या है, मेजोरिटी पार्ट में हमको क्या करना है, डेफिनेशंस देना है, थ्योरी लिखना है, मानते हो कि नहीं मानते हो, या एक्सप्रेशंस लिखना है कि नहीं, कुछ हद तक डेरिवेशंस है और न्यूमेरिकल्स भी है, बट मेजर पार्ट में हमको क्या लिखना है, तो थियोरेटिकल पार्ट है कि नहीं। तो वो थियोरेटिकल पार्ट में हमको वो कंफ्यूज करने की कोशिश करेंगे। मैथ्स में तो बहुत सारी चीजें चलो मान लिया, पर फिजिक्स में वो क्या करेंगे, हमको कंफ्यूज करने की कोशिश। कैसे करेंगे, तो हमको क्वेश्चन का तरीका, अलग अलग तरीका, तो हमको सब तरीके पता होने चाहिए। तो मैंने तुमको एक तरीका बताया, जैसे एज आई स्पोक वन थिंग दैट दे माइट आस्क यू स्ट्रेट अवे द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन watt hour and joule, they might straight away ask you the relation between watt hour and kilojoule, or they might ask you state the relationship between watt hour and the SI unit of energy, है ना। 3 different types of question and all 3 might give you a different kind of perception, है कि नहीं।
Yes, sir.
तो ये याद रखना हमेशा, जब भी हम कोई भी चीज पढ़ेंगे, क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे, तो हम उसको ऊपर ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे। ये देखो, यहाँ फिजिक्स में ज्यादातर बच्चे मार्क्स कुछ नहीं आता है इसलिए नहीं गवाते, और क्यों फिजिक्स से, क्यों कोई भी सब्जेक्ट, कई बार ऐसा होता है कि बच्चों को आता है, आप लोगों को आता है, पर होता क्या है, आप क्वेश्चन जब रीड करते हो तो उसके पीछे आप ज्यादा सोच नहीं लगाते हो। ओके, एकदम जो आपको फर्स्ट टाइम पे क्लिक हो गया तुरंत लिख देना शुरू करते हो। आप कभी सोचते नहीं हो कि ये क्वेश्चन का पूछने के पीछे उनका क्या हेतु है, व्हाट इज द बेसिक मोटिव बिहाइंड आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन, है ना। तो वो हमको याद रखना है। तो समझ में आई बात। तो मैंने आपको तीनों तरीके बताए। देखो, ये लिखते वक्त भी ना आपको जो watt hour to joule 2 तरीके से लिख सकते हो आपको, जैसे मैंने कहा, वैट आर टू जूल लिखना है तो 3.6 इंटू 10 to the power -3 ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो. This. Okay, understood these
Yes,
two
sir.
relations? Okay, you write it in either this form. Okay, you write in this form or this form. I would recommend you to write in both forms. Or if that is only for 1 mark, I would recommend this more often, because these we are going to use very often. Usually 4 डिजिट के न्यूमेरिकल्स लिखने से अच्छा वो क्या सोचते हैं कि 4 को 2 डिजिट में कन्वर्ट करके उसका पावर में लिखो, क्योंकि आप लोगों ने फिजिक्स में पिछले भी बार देखा होगा 10⁻³ 10⁻⁹ वो फर्स्ट चैप्टर की बात जब मैं करता हूँ तो आप लोगों ने देखा होगा है ना. अगर किसी बेसिक
Yes,
यूनिट
sir.
को अगर किलोज में कन्वर्ट करना है या मेगा में कन्वर्ट करना है या गीगा में कन्वर्ट करना है, हेक्टो में कन्वर्ट करना है, तो आप क्या करते हो? 10⁻⁻ में लिखते हो, करेक्ट?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
एंड व्हेन यू नीचे की तरफ जाते हो जैसे मिलीज एंड माइक्रोज में, तो पॉजिटिव पावर आता है, सिर्फ इतना फर्क होता है. बट हम 10 के पावर में लिखने की कोशिश करेंगे, है ना. तो ये याद रखना, 4 डिजिट का कोई आंसर अगर मिलता है आपको तो उसको एक और स्टेप थोड़ा और अपना एफर्ट डाल के उसको डेसिमल फॉर्म विथ पावर ऑफ 10 लिखने की कोशिश जरूर करना. इट विल ऑलवेज बी हेल्पफुल. समझ में आई बात? और अगर देखो एक ऑड डिजिट है लाइक 5 डिजिट का नंबर आ गया आपका 1 2 7 8 9 फॉर एग्जांपल, ऐसा कुछ तो भी आंसर आया, तो उसको फिर 10 to the power 3 में लिखो, या आई वुड ऑलवेज रिकमेंड 12.789 into 10 to the power 3. करेक्ट, वो ज्यादा, क्योंकि 3 का मल्टीपल इज मोर व्हाट आई कैन से यूज्ड रादर देन यूजिंग ऑड पावर ऑफ टेंस. ऑड मतलब मैं ऑड मतलब ऑड नंबर की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. व्हाट आर द ऑड्स? 1 2 4 5 7 8. 3 के पावर ज्यादा प्रेफर किए जाते हैं, ये याद रखना. बट नॉट मैंडेटरीली, बट ज्यादा प्रेफर वो किए जाते हैं. समझ में आई बात?
Yes.
चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. शैल वी मूव अहेड? तो अब मुझे आप, ठीक है, डिफरेंस बताओ पावर और वर्क का. वर्क और पावर का डिफरेंस बताओ. मगर एनर्जी अभी हो गया अपना थोड़ा बहुत, एनर्जी हम लोग अभी और बढ़ेंगे आगे, बट बताओ डिफरेंस बताओ.
Sir, the SI unit of work is joule and the SI unit of power is watt.
ओके, और कुछ? देखो कभी भी आप लोग डिफरेंशिएशन स्टार्ट करते हो ना, यूजुअली ट्राई टू गिव द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इट. मे बी सेंटेंस लिखो, मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन को सेंटेंस में लिखो, है ना. वर्क डन इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ व्हाट? वर्क कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं?
Force into displacement.
या फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन इट्स ओन डायरेक्शन, इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स, है ना. तो पावर को कैसे डिफाइन करोगे? रेट ऑफ डूइंग वर्क, सिंपल, है ना. तो ये पहला चीज कभी भी याद रखना, कोई भी डिफरेंशिएशन आने दो कोई भी चीज का, ट्राई इफ देयर इज अ डिफरेंस इन डेफिनेशन, ट्राई टू गिव इट एज, कीप इट एज योर फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी. ये हमेशा इट विल क्रिएट अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ इंप्रेशन इन योर एग्जामिनर्स माइंड. रिमेंबर दिस. ये मेरी चीज ध्यान में रखना. और ये मैं सिर्फ इस चीज के बारे में नहीं बता रहा हूँ, जहां पर भी डेफिनेशंस इंक्लूडेड है और कोई क्वांटिटीज या कोई चीजों में आप डिफरेंशिएट कर रहे हो और डेफिनेशन अगर आप लिख पाओ दोनों का, तो दैट इज अ वेरी गुड, दैट गिव्स अ वेरी गुड इंप्रेशन इन द एग्जामिनर्स माइंड. समझ में आई बात?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
तो पहला वो दे दो, फिर तुम लोग ऐसा यूनिट स्टार्ट करो, उसका मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मूला लिखो. वो अगर आपने ऑलरेडी मैथमेटिकल डेफिनेशन दिया है एक्सप्रेशन के, इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन, देन डोंट राइट द फॉर्मूला सेपरेटली. बट एक इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्क्रिमिनेटिंग फैक्टर आपने पढ़ा होगा कि वर्क डज नॉट रिलाई ऑन टाइम. अग्रीड और नॉट? डज इट रिलाई ऑन टाइम? काम
No,
करना
sir.
है, काम करना है, उसमें कई टाइम का जिक्र होता है,
No, sir.
पर पावर
No,
में
sir.
टाइम का जिक्र होता है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So work is not dependent on time, but power is dependent on time. ये उसका मेन डिफरेंशिएटिंग फैक्टर बिटवीन पावर एंड वर्क। समझ में आया?
Yes.
चलो लेट अस रीग्रुप व्हाट वी हैव डन टुडे देन। क्या क्या किया हमने? मैं अभी आगे और बढ़ूंगा, लेकिन लेट अस रीग्रुप। मेरे को मुझे एकदम अब तक क्या क्या किया हमने?
Sir, power.
पावर और
SI unit of power.
SI यूनिट ऑफ पावर, फिर उसका डेफिनेशन। करेक्ट? SI यूनिट ऑफ पावर का तो डेफिनेशन वेरी सिंपल, सिंपलेस्ट डेफिनेशन आई थिंक सो प्रोबेबली टिल नाउ, है कि नहीं?
Yes.
या फिर उसके बाद हमने उसका SI यूनिट का डेफिनेशन लिया। करेक्ट? एम आई करेक्ट?
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
और क्या पढ़ा?
Sir, horsepower.
हॉर्स पावर, द अनदर काइंड ऑफ यूनिट ऑफ पावर। करेक्ट? देयर इज नो स्पेशल CGS यूनिट फॉर पावर। पावर को कोई स्पेशल, अगर आपको पूछा जाए व्हाट इज द CGS यूनिट फॉर पावर, तो आप क्या लिखोगे? बताइए, आप क्या लिखोगे? अर्ग पर सेकंड, सिंपल। SI यूनिट कैसे डिराइव हुआ? वैट कैसे डिराइव हुआ? जूल पर सेकंड से। तो उसको अर्ग में कन्वर्ट कर दो ना, जूल को। समझ में आई बात? ये ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन हो सकता है, अभी तक तो मैंने देखा नहीं है, बट ये हो सकता है एज अ पार्ट ऑफ अ ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन इन योर एग्जाम आ सकता है। स्टेट द CGS यूनिट ऑफ पावर, है ना? तो CGS यूनिट कैसे लिखोगे? अर्ग पर सेकंड, याद रखना। अब तक मैंने देखा नहीं, अपने बुक में भी नहीं है, याद रखना। बट जरूरी नहीं है, क्योंकि यू हैव नाउ टू फॉर्म अ हैबिट ऑफ डूइंग दोज थिंग्स which may be given in the books, which may not be, but उसके रिलेटेड कुछ पहले किया हो। हमने अब तक कई बार SI और CGS यूनिट दिए, हमने पावर का अब तक सिर्फ SI यूनिट पढ़ा है। करेक्ट? हमने CGS यूनिट नहीं पढ़ा। बट ये मत सोचना कि हमने पढ़ा नहीं है, बुक में दिया नहीं है, तो इसलिए पूछेंगे नहीं।
Sir, in the new textbook it is there.
इट्स देयर, ग्रेट। तो ये याद रखना, CGS यूनिट क्या है? अर्ग पर सेकंड। तो व्हेन दे आस्क यू, तो डिफाइन भी करने पूछ सकते हैं, डिफाइन द CGS यूनिट ऑफ पावर, है ना? तो CGS यूनिट अर्ग पर सेकंड। Okay, 1 erg per second can be defined as.
Sir,
Over.
here the SI unit and CGS unit of power is compared.
Okay, compared. Great, very good. They have just compared it, correct? 1 joule per second is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg per second. Simple. वही दिया है ना सिर्फ?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, नहीं, बट डिफाइन करने नहीं दिया है उन्होंने, है ना? डेफिनेशन की बात कर रहा हूं मैं,
Yes.
है ना? डिफाइन करते वक्त हम लोग उसको डिफाइन कर सके। एक्चुअली वो टाइप के डेफिनेशन बहुत रेयरली पूछे जाएंगे, बट यस, दे माइट आस्क इट। और सिंपल, और उसके सिंपल क्वेश्चन क्या हो सकता है? वर्क, जैसे वर्क हमने देखा था क्या? वर्क स्केलर है कि वेक्टर है? क्या लगता है तुमको, वर्क स्केलर क्वांटिटी है कि वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है? वेक्टर्स एक ध्यान में रखना, जब ये क्वेश्चन आएगा ना तो पूरे बेसिक की तरफ जाना। वेक्टर मतलब क्या? क्या है वेक्टर का मतलब? वेक्टर क्वांटिटी का मतलब क्या होता है? कोई बता पाएगा मुझे?
Sir, with magnitude.
मैग्नीट्यूड ओनली वेक्टर?
No, sir.
फिजिकल क्वांटिटी जिसको मैग्नीट्यूड और डायरेक्शन की जरूरत पड़ती है, जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी हमको दिखानी है उसको मैग्नीट्यूड और डायरेक्शन की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो आप कहोगे क्या कि अभी मैंने घर के फर्स्ट रूम में किया तो वर्क डन इज डिफरेंट, और लास्ट रूम में किया तो वर्क डन, या अंदर के रूम में किया तो वर्क डन इज डिफरेंट? सेम काम किया तुमने। समझो तुमने एक 5 किलो की बकेट उठा के मे बी 3 मीटर के, 3 मीटर बहुत बड़ा होता है, चलो 1.5 मीटर के हाइट पे रख दी। क्या किया आपने? बकेट उठाया, पूरा टोटल मास 5 किलोग्राम का था, आपने उसको उठा के किधर रखा? 3 मीटर की हाइट पे। ये तुमने एकदम एंट्री रूम में किया, और आप अभी एकदम अंदर गए और फिर से वही 5 किलो का बकेट है, फिर से 3 मीटर के हाइट पे। आपको लगता है डायरेक्शन अलग है तो वर्क डन इज डिफरेंट? ऐसा लग
Yes,
रहा है?
sir.
नहीं ना, नहीं लगेगा ना, वर्क डन इज सेम। सो डायरेक्शन मैटर इन वर्क? वर्क में डायरेक्शन मैटर करता है क्या? आपको वर्क डिफाइन करते वक्त ये बताना पड़ेगा क्या कि इस डायरेक्शन में किया है तुमने काम? ऐसा लगता है कि आपको आपको किसी ने काम दिया है तो इस डायरेक्शन में किया है? छोड़ो, चलो मैं एक और एग्जांपल बताता हूँ, वही सेम एग्जांपल। आपको घर से किसी ने मार्केट में जाने कहा है और कुछ चीज लाने बोला है, आप शॉप में से कुछ तो भी चीज। अब आप वो चीज आपने कहाँ से लाया? विल इट मैटर अ लॉट फ्रॉम विच डायरेक्शन हैव यू ब्रॉट इट? नहीं, मैं साउथ में गया था, उधर के शॉप में से लाया, मैं नॉर्थ में गया था, वो वहां की शॉप में से लाया। ये फर्क पड़ेगा तुम्हारा काम पूरा हुआ कि नहीं हुआ इससे?
No,
Will
sir.
will
No, sir.
it won't. So therefore work is purely a scalar quantity, it's not a vector quantity. It does not depend on direction. कोई भी डायरेक्शन हो, वर्क डन इज द वर्क डन, इट डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द डायरेक्शन। सिमिलरली एनर्जी ऑल्सो, अभी एनर्जी तो हम क्या कहा, कैपेसिटी टू डू वर्क। अगेन एनर्जी, विल इट मैटर कौन सी डायरेक्शन में एनर्जी को यूटिलाइज किया? नो, बिकॉज वी हैव
No, sir.
जस्ट नाउ स्टेटेड। सो वर्क एंड एनर्जी बोथ आर स्केलर क्वांटिटीज, ये याद रखना। वर्क एंड एनर्जी बोथ आर स्केलर क्वांटिटीज। समझ में आई बात? आपको क्या लगता है पावर, पावर क्या होगा? इज इट अ स्केलर और अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी? क्या लगता है? सोचो, सिंपल, मैंने बहुत आसान तरीका आप लोगों को बताया है कैसे सोचेंगे हम लोग। मुझे सिंपल तरीके से सोच के बताओ, पावर आपको क्या लगता है? पावर को डायरेक्शन की जरूरत है? आपको ऐसा लगता है कि नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन में
No, sir.
नहीं है डायरेक्शन की जरूरत? इट्स अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी। समझ? देखो, स्केलर और वेक्टर्स में प्लीज डू नॉट कंफ्यूज। एक सिंपल बेसिक हमेशा याद रखना, डायरेक्शन है कि नहीं है, मैग्नीट्यूड छोड़ दो, क्योंकि मैग्नीट्यूड दोनों में है ना। स्केलर में मैग्नीट्यूड है, वेक्टर में भी मैग्नीट्यूड है। अग्रीड और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
तो डिफरेंशिएटिंग फैक्टर क्या हो गया स्केलर और वेक्टर में? डायरेक्शन।
Direction.
और
Direction.
तो सोचो डायरेक्शन है कि नहीं, मेन डिफरेंशिएटिंग फैक्टर है वो। जीरो है कि नहीं, नेगेटिव है कि नहीं, पॉजिटिव है कि नहीं, वो बात की बात है। पहले तो हमारा मेन डायरेक्शन इज द मेन फैक्ट ऑन विच वी आर गोइंग टू थिंक ऑफ, है ना। तो ये चीज याद रखना। और उसके आगे हमने क्या किया? एनर्जी, करेक्ट? पावर के बाद
Yes, sir.
तो एनर्जी
Yes.
को डिफाइन किया, उसका ऐसा यूनिट क्या है, उसको वर्क क्या, व्हाई इज इट यूज्ड एज अ साइनोनिम ऑफ वर्क, है ना, ये भी हमने देखा। एंड हेंस व्हाई इज द एसआई यूनिट ऑफ एनर्जी एंड वर्क द सेम, हमने ये भी देखा। एम आई करेक्ट? ये सब देखा हमने।
Yes, sir.
तो ये याद रखना, ये चीजें हमको बहुत अच्छी तरह से मतलब याद होनी चाहिए कि हम क्या डिफाइन कर रहे हैं, कैसे। तो आज का यूनिट आई थिंक सो इट वाज, सी देखो मैं बहुत आराम से आप लोगों को समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। आप इसमें अगर ये आपको समझ में आ गया ना, तो आप इस पे बिल्डअप कर सकते हो, कभी भी सोच के बिल्डअप कर सकते हो। अगर ये पार्ट अगर समझ में नहीं आया ना, तो इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट टू बिल्ड अप ऑन इट।